Hey guys, welcome back. So what we're doing today is starting off where we finished off with XAUUSD, otherwise known as gold. And just as a recap for you, we're doing the structure of the 4 hour and then using the 15-minute for our entries for the intraday and the intra level in the charts. Okay, so as before, what we're going to do is shrink everything down so I don't see any trends in the market because I don't want to see anything. I don't want to give anything away to myself and make it a true test. And then we're going to go back to where we finished off before, which is somewhere back over here. It was around about the 11th of January, I believe. Yeah, around about here. Okay, so that's using the 4 hour. Superb. Just going to press auto, make it bigger. Now, what I did earlier in the week was just a little bit of housekeeping. This is really messy. I wanted to keep the structure on here, but get rid of all the workings from last week. So all I've done is literally that. We're going to press that and it just gets rid of everything. So the stuff which isn't relevant to us anymore, we can get rid of and remove from the charts. So let's just do a little bit of a recap as to where we are, where we think that the market's going. So the overall structure going back, well, last year or so was just heading straight upwards. Then we had a nice kind of break. So breaks of structure around here. We're starting to trend downwards a little bit. We might just be looking at like a premium versus discount at the moment. So we might just be in the premium section of a pullback, which could well be the case, which means realistically for us to start going long again, like proper long, we want to see price move into this sort of green zone here and then start working our way up. So find an order block potentially down here or even as extreme as that. But this whole area around here, it's going to be full of goodies. So we're going to be paying attention when price comes back down to this area, if it does, if it even reaches down here at least. So let's get rid of that. So yeah, we had a move down, we had another break, we didn't break this high, then we had another break, we didn't break that high. We broke down, this should have a line on here just to indicate where we're going, or where we think that we're going. We had a little break, it's just a pullback there. So what I'm doing at the moment is literally just marking up my charts just for little ideas. Just had a break of this wick. Okay, superb. So that's the 4 hour as is. In order for me to believe that the market's going bullish again, what I'm going to need to see is some sort of movement like this to indicate that we're going to get a mini break of structure and then work our way up again. And ideally we want to get beyond here. Okay, so break above that, maybe come back down, retest anything here, and then break again above these highs. So at the moment the market is bearish. So yeah, what we're going to be doing, just to make it a little bit more clear potentially than the last video, is all of our entries are on the 15-minute. The reason for that is I've gone back over a year in time and TradingView won't allow me to drop down to lower time frames, lower than the 15-minute. So all of our entries are going to be on the 15-minute. We're using the standard order block format, which I will tag in the video or in the description below. So let's drop down to the 15-minute. By the way, I'm using a new microphone. Let me know in the comments whether or not you can hear my voice a bit better and hopefully less S's, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not muffling the video either. So what we've got, just another recap, is we're still in a trade at the moment. I believe it was at 44% down here, and our target is actually the overall low. So hopefully we can get that this week, and I believe we got up to the 11th. So let's just fast forward a tiny bit. I think we came up to retest something, didn't we? We did have, you know what, I think I've removed something from my chart, and this is relevant anyway. So I want to place a potential order block here. Just going to mark this as a point of interest. Okay, so another area. So I would like to see price come up, tap into this and continue its way down, or come up, smash through that, tap into here and work its way down. This is a beautiful order block right there. This one's a little bit more messy. On the lower time frames, there's going to be a lot of liquidity above these wicks here and potentially just work its way up again. But this looks more realistic to me, focusing from this candle upwards to the peak rather than this candle to the peak, because this worked its way down, it didn't break anything. So I think that we did get a rejection and potentially miss a move, but let's just click on through. Let's see. Right, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna place on the charts where we can get involved, okay? Just so, you know, if price comes up to it, then we're gonna have a bit of a chance of getting something out of it. So what we're doing really, while we're in these like substructures of the main 4-hour structure. We're targeting originally the sort of the 15-minute lows if we're working our way down, and ideally the 4-hour lows where we can. Okay, so the 4-hour swings, just as our potential target. So the initial target for this would really be, you know, the 4-hour, which would be that, or we'll just be targeting the next low, but we'll decide based on the risk reward ratio that we can get. Okay, so just going to keep this on here and see where we can go, see what we can get. So we just missed a bit of a move, a potential move anyway. That was me clicking too fast again. We had a great rejection wick. We had what is known as chock to a lot of people here. This was literally just me clicking way too quickly. And I shouldn't have done that. So what I should have done is placed an order. It's quite tricky actually, it's quite a large, no, there we go, on the inside bar. I was going to say targeting this rejection wick here, but the inside bar is absolutely fine. So by the time, let's go back a tiny bit. By the time this candle had closed below, I should have placed my order on there. So we should be targeting, there is an entry, there is the stop loss, and then targeting at least here, ideally here. So that could be a 9 to 1. I'll put it on as a missed trade. Okay, we'll do this as a missed trade. If it comes in, if it goes against us, it goes against us. I don't really care, you know, but it'd be nice to get off to a winner. Oh, no way. No way, this always happens. Okay, so that would have been a winner. All right, let's draw that on the chart. Sorry, that was a hindsight one saying, oh, I missed it, just because I was clicking too quickly. Something which I'm conscious of is that I don't really want to make these videos too long for you, because I know that it can get quite monotonous. So we're going to do a week, maybe 2 weeks this time, and just see how we get on. Yeah, 9.03. Let's keep going. Okay, so this has bounced off a 4-hour zone. I want to move back. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move back beyond 2 o'clock, because if I switch to the 4-hour beyond the 2 o'clock, it's going to show me the next 4-hour candle. So this shouldn't reveal anything to us. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's bounced off the next 4-hour area. So we could be looking at a reversal or even a short-term reversal to come back up to this zone or to this zone. But I'm still bearish. Okay, until we've got a a pattern on the 4-hour showing that we're going to be reversing, we're still bearish. Okay, so drop that down to the 15-minute and just keep on going. Where are we? Should I be looking at going long and doing a counter trade? Nah. We'd have had to have had a break of this anyway to make it more realistic. Was that just a nice rejection off of this wick? Oh, I don't know. Does that look like we've been tagged? I think it does look that way. Yeah, I think that we've just been tagged in here. Okay, cool. So we're in a trade, which is super. Slide this along. Right, so we're in this trade. Our next target is going to be at least here. Okay, let's also draw on there that this is a 4-hour. I'll remove the boss because it's not boss, it's just 4-hour at the moment. Okay, nice thick blue line, good target. 5.96, okay, quite realistic if we can get it, just because it's continuing its way down. Yeah, happy with that. Let's see what we can do. Quite often, when it's working its way down towards its target, it will leave behind other order blocks, so we might be able to get involved in more. Hopefully we can, just to make it a little bit more exciting. So let's keep on going. Oh, not looking good. Oh, it's okay. Right, cool. Something which I like the look of. Oops, sorry, 15-minute boss. So we got a nice break of structure here on the 15-minute. This is the move which broke this little high here. We have got very minor. A mini reversal pattern at a key point of interest, which is looking really positive for me. So chances are there's probably going to be like potentially an order block to get involved in here, maybe even up here, but that's had the juice taken out of it by this wick. We're going to leave it for the time being, but this is showing really positive signs and we're halfway towards our target, okay? So let's keep going. Oh man. This is looking painful. Okay, that's good. That's showing good supply coming into the market. That is looking good. Looking really good. Okay, what I like about this, let's move this over, just show that we're still in. Did that sweep everything? Just looking at the high of this candle here. Just want to zoom in, make it clear for you. Looking at this black candle here, this pin bar. So the high is 62.837. This is 6.3. Okay, so it's not quite swept the high of this, but it has swept the liquidity over here. So just to let you know, when you have a series of, you know, sort of like highs pressing up here, you know, double tops, triple tops, you can see a series of tops here, largely wicks. You'll quite often get a sweep of this and then something running into liquidity, what's been left behind in this doji to drive the market down. Now, price will often come back to retest this area and it will either sweep the whole thing and then work its way down again, potentially, or it will just crash straight through. So I'm quite intrigued by this candle alone. Let's put this as a 15-minute supply. I'm intrigued by that candle, if anything positive can come from it. And we will probably, just so we can hopefully pick up a win, if we're going to be targeting, we should be targeting all the way down here, but I would like to target just one of these really, just so we can get something in the bank. So let's just mark this up and see what our risk reward is going to be, because if it's less than, you know, 1 to 5 or whatever, I could go on a losing streak, and I want to try and have, you know, quite a positive run with this. So let's just mark on the charts what we can get. Okay, so that stop loss is a fair bit smaller than that one, which is great. You normally get that on a retest of an area as well, so it's a bit more of a confirmation entry, and that's a 6 to 1, you know, or a 1 to 6, sorry. So if that comes in, awesome. You know, it might not, but it's good to have different targets. Ideally, you'd want to set like maybe 2 trades, 2 0.5% trades or something on this one, and target something like this or that, just so you can bag some money. With this one, just because the way which it's pulled back, and it, to be fair, it did break the 15-minute. Yeah, actually, okay, sorry, here's something. So really key information here. On its return down, it broke 15-minute structure, which is good, but on its way up, it didn't break 15-minute structure to the upside. So I'm still bearish on this, even on the 15-minute. So that's indicating to me that price should be working its way down to here. Okay, let's just get that right. Okay, that's 11.5 to 1. Let's see where we go with this. I might change my mind depending on what happens with price here. I might just punch out here, but let's see where we can go, all right? Well, it's not looking great, apart from these rejection wicks. Oh yeah, it's looking okay. Oh man. Oh, right, sorry. No, we're in. We weren't in before, now we are in. Okay, that's good. So we've been tagged in, that rejection. Okay, superb. Right, sorry, I was thinking that we were in the trade then. Okay, that's an order block if it gets left behind. Okay, looking positive. It's probably going to come up, retest this, continue its way down. Oh, okay, it just ignored it. Wow, okay. Maybe we should have taken profit right here. I'm going to hold this to the end. and see where it goes. There was an order block left behind right here, which again is looking good. So let's just target there to there. And that's more supply coming into the market. Clearly price had worked its way up, tested this area, worked its way up, tested that area. It'll probably come back up, test this before breaking the lows, hopefully. It's looking positive to me. Okay, let's go. Okay. Right. Bit tricky. Are we bouncing off of it? Right. Okay. So we just bounced off of this wick here. This order block here. We haven't had a break of structure, so we're just going to keep on going. Let's move that out of the way to make it clear. No way. Okay, this order block has been tested by this. This order block has been tested by that. Price come back down, tagged into this again. See how many opportunities there are. Okay. Okay, so just looking at this, price has come up. Is that an equal high? Let's just have a quick look. Mitigation. Would I be being greedy if I try to get in on this rather than up here? I might be, and price might just come up to here. It might just use these two equal highs because they're wick rejections as some sort of like inducement to try and get to this. But you know what? Let's take the trade. Let's take it just in case price does come back to it. I'm only doing the body to the wick. The whole candle would just be ridiculous in terms of stop loss size. So let's just try and see what kind of risk reward ratio we'll get. And with this, let's just target here. Let's try to bank some money. Yeah, that's a 5-to-1. So let's try that. I think this might be a bit of a trap. Okay, we're in. Let's move this over correctly. Yeah, it's just grabbed into that order block. See how this is just stepping up. All right, positive. Oh man, right. Okay, so we've been taken out. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, fine. We knew that that could happen. Let's shrink this down a bit. Okay, so we're -1, frustratingly, and price looks like it's coming back against us, but we are actually in this one as well now. So let me just mark that up on the chart. So this is -1%. And we're also in a trade here, even though I didn't mark it up, so let's just get that on there too. This might be a second loss in a row, really, really quickly, the way that price is moving. And our target with this is also going to be all the way down here. 15. Okay, not feeling overly confident. However, what I have noticed is that we've got a load of liquidity. Okay, so that might be a good thing, and also this wick to be able to target. Okay, so one thing which I've noticed on the Euro USD at some point over the last month is that we had essentially, and yeah, it was in the same direction as well, we just had loads of zigzagging going up, which looked like a bit of a curve like that, and all what happened is that price kind of came up here, did its thing, and then just shot straight through it, completely tore through this, which is what's making me think that this kind of structure, where it's grabbing all the liquidity from all of these order blocks on its way up, all it needs to do is create some sort of spike, and then start working its way down, and then it will just crash through. So I'm thinking that this kind of shape here, this like banana shape, is just liquidity. Okay, so I'm nervous because we've got one trade open, three trades open, running at, on this 1%. We've just taken a loss. We could have a disastrous week here, but let's just crack on and see how we get on. So I'm going to do it quietly on my keyboard. Right. Oh man. It's a rejection wick, that's a bonus. Am I clicking too quick? Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, alright, this is looking loads better. Okay, sweet. So, we're working our way down. Let's just work out the 15-minute substructure here. We know where we are on the 4 hour. This is all on the 15-minute. We're between on the 4 hour, a range up here, and all the way down here, which is great. 15-minute, we broke down. We broke above this. We could be working our way up. We haven't broken those highs. There's potentially another order block up here, which looks quite good. And the reason for that is we've got a little zigzag push up with a large wick rejection, just eradicating any sort of liquidity which was rested above there. So this is looking quite good for an order block. Okay, so we'll mark up our charts if it comes back to that. This one I'm not, well, I am kind of interested in. No, it's not as clean. It's not as clean as this one. If price comes up to here, we'll mark it on. I just don't want to make it too long. Okay, it's leaving behind good signals, that's for sure. I don't know, I only know this from EU. I don't know whether or not it works with gold. But on a continuation pattern, if you get, okay, I'm going to try to explain this where it may make sense. If you have price running down, we're going to do it in a downward motion. So price is coming down, and then you get a little inside bar, and then price closes below that low, and the inside bar is trapped in between. Price will quite often come back, literally to tap the inside bar and continue its way down. Inside bars are so powerful. A lot of people don't know how to use them correctly. But I'm going to place an order here as a continuation trade. Oh, actually, is it even worth it? I'm going to place it on the charts, just see what the ratio is going to be like, because if we're only targeting down here, it's going to be kind of pointless. Learned my lesson to click a bit slower. Okay, we should be okay. About there. Yeah, a 1 to 6 trade, that's good. Okay, so if what I don't like is this wick. What's that reacting to? This order block. Oh my days, why did I not mark that up? Doesn't matter, ignore it. We're going to pretend it's not there. We're too heavily invested. We've got, yeah, 3 open trades and a loser. But we have a very nice order block. Okay, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Keep going down. Whoa! Wow, okay. Alright, sweet. Let's take profit on all of them. Oh, and it was H4. Yeah, there we go. So that's where the break of structure was. So we can jump back onto H4 in a second and see where we are. And, you know what? We're technically into next week. That was a fast week. That was a very fast week. Or it feels like it was a fast week. Okay, we're going to count this. Okay, we're going to count this. Yep, we are. So we're going to count this in our add up. Wow. Okay, that was a good ending. And I was right with the inside bar. Okay, they're fantastic when it comes to continuation trades. Okay, whenever you see an inside bar, just like that kind of formation, just get stuck in. That's what I do. So, right, okay, let's mark that up. That's a plus 6.33. So let's just mark on there. That was a bit of a risky week, I won't lie. 15.13, that's good. This was 11.43. So you don't need to be in many trades each week. Then this one was 5.96. So this was the weakest of all of them. On the plus side, if you're trading multiple pairs like this, you don't need to be at the charts very often. You can literally just mark up your H4s, set your alerts when price comes nearby, check it every sort of 15 minutes or so, get an entry, and walk away until either your stop losses hit or your targets hit. I'm impressed. You know what? I'm impressed with that. Oh yeah, and we had a missed trade. Okay, so let's just add all of this up. 37.85, and we had a series of, actually you wouldn't be taking these, would you, because we didn't get the break. Yeah, there's probably other trades that I missed as well, but you know, of the, how many did I take here? Of the 5 trades that I took, and you know, this isn't including the missed trade. That's a heck of a good week. If you did that over the period of a month, it's like another 140%, something like that. Obviously, you can only do what the market gives you, but I'm quite pleased with that. So let's draw that on the chart. What did it say? 37.85. Okay, that's good. Now, just before we jump off, I just want to say I am creating a training course where I've got some people on there at the moment just going through at more of a leisurely pace. I want them to learn the strategy properly. Because they're non-traders, I want to make sure that I could teach this to my grandmother if I wanted to. I want anybody who joins the course to be able to pick it up and learn to trade correctly within about a 2-month period. It's not ready yet. I am way behind on the production of it. It actually takes a very long time to be able to create the content alongside doing YouTube stuff and alongside trading and being a dad and so on and so forth. There's a lot on my plate at the moment, so I am actually a couple of months behind. But you know, keep showing your interest, keep messaging me on Instagram and so on and so forth, and I will start collecting some of your data. So you know, your name, email address, maybe even your phone number and speeches to see if you're the right kind of person for the course. But it's not going to be, you know, a breakneck price or anything like that. I want to be able to make it affordable and achievable for everybody. And it's essentially going to be teaching you guys how to trade in the ways which I do. Now, this is just, you know, what we've been looking at recently is the 4 hour and the 15 minutes. I enter most of my trades on the 1 minute, okay, on the 1 minute, or if I really do have the time, I will drop down to the tick chart. So I literally just see every individual order with my broker and I base my trade based on that. And I use a stop loss of 0.2. And yeah, I get a lot of stop outs, but when they take off, they really take off. But I'll be teaching literally everything I know in trading to you guys, minus the retail concept. So the stuff which I used to do videos on, perhaps like 2 years ago, I don't even cover that. It's only this kind of stuff and dropping down to lower time frames and also looking at the higher time frames. So, you know, it's suitable for people who have full-time jobs and can't necessarily look at the charts. But guys, again, I just want to say thank you. You're really helping grow the channel and inspire me basically to keep working at this. You know, it's grown by, you know, to me, it's a large figure. It's like 600 new subscribers in the last like 3 weeks, which I'm absolutely blown away by. And the comments which I get are incredible. So, you know, I'm just pleased to see that I'm actually helping somebody else on their journey. When I started out trading, it was a nightmare. I didn't even think to look on YouTube. I was just trying to look at the charts and try and figure out what I was doing. And I was failing miserably, like really miserably for a long time. So again, thank you so much. And please do drop me a comment, you know, let me know what you thought of the video. Should we have done 2 weeks today? Or are you okay with just 1 week at a time? Thanks again, and we'll speak soon, all right? Good luck trading.